What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, October 22nd, 2019. I'm just going to start off by telling you I'm just as bored as you are when watching Bitcoin right now. I get it. It's so boring. It's very boring to watch. I haven't done videos like I try to do every day just because I'm not going to keep doing videos about the same exact thing over and over, Bitcoin trading sideways. But I want to show you a glimpse into what I'm doing now as I'm bored watching Bitcoin. What I'm watching, I guess I should say. And the question is, nobody knows what's going to happen with Bitcoin. We're going up or down, right? And I think that's what everybody's trying to guess. Are we going to test this upper trend line? Are we going to break this previous high, swing high that we had up around $14,000 in June? Or are we coming down? And are we going to even test a 50-week moving average right around, $6,700 or so? This is what I'm looking at to answer these things. And it's not to give us the answer of what's going to happen, but it'll give us a sense of, is it getting ready to happen? What's more likely to happen? And it's really based on breakout and breakout trends. So if we just take a quick glimpse, I want to talk about this real quick. We have this 50-day moving average on the daily chart getting ready to basically cross this 200-day moving average, right? A lot of people freaking out about that. And it's something I'm watching because you have to differentiate what environment Bitcoin is in right now, right? If we were getting ready to enter a bear market, like literally enter a bear market, like we did back here in 2018, the beginning of 2018, and this was happening, that's way scarier looking than what's happening now. Oftentimes you have a 50-day moving average approach, even cross below a 200-day moving average. And it's more an illustration of consolidation. And I'm zoomed out on the charts because I just want to show you what that looks like. So after the bear market back in 2013 to 2015, you can see Bitcoin as it came out of that bear market, we had, 50-day moving average cross below 200. We had it multiple times going into the bull market, approach the 200, and even in the bull market, really approach the 200 moving average, right? So you can see it approaching here and then just lift off again. So a lot of times when you have this 200-day moving average, right? And I'll zoom in on it now. When you have this move, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to enter this long-term bearish thing. Could it mean a big dip? Maybe, right? Maybe this will happen and we get a huge dip and we're trading sideways for a while. But at the end of the day, I think in a year, 2 years, whenever we want to zoom out on the charts, I think this whole move is going to look more like a consolidation pattern, even if we cross below for a little bit, than anything else before an uptrend continues. So it's not going to look as ugly as the bear market did, right? That bear market 50-day moving average crossing below the 200 moving average. So this is what I wanted to talk about in this video. It's the 4-hour chart. I don't look at the 4-hour chart a lot, but in times like this, when we're trading so sideways, for fun, I do like to just take a glimpse and see what's going on. We're in a pattern which is very typical for Bitcoin. We have kind of this broadening rising wedge, right? Higher highs, higher lows. Those small higher lows, they're there, right? And then within that, we have little other patterns, falling wedges, right? Leading to new swing highs. And that's kind of where we are right now. So I'm going to break this down for you. So within this little broadening rising wedge on this 4-hour chart, and this goes back to the end of September, right? We're going on a month now of just kind of boring sideways action for Bitcoin. But you can see right now we have this falling wedge back in early October, we got our breakout to the next swing high, right? So breakout to the next swing high. Then we came back in, started a new falling wedge, lower lows, lower highs. And then most recently, back through the upper trend line. And, a couple days ago, we broke through that trend line. And right now, very similar move to what happened October 7th, which was a break through that falling wedge, upper trend line, and above the 50-day or the 50 moving average on the 4-hour. Now, we're at the same exact area right now. We're above the 50 moving average on this 4-hour chart. We've just broken through the upper trend line. So what I'm really looking for right now is, are we going to get a continuation of this breakout, right, to a new swing high? And I imagine a new swing high resistance that we would look for is probably right around $8,900. And for context into this swing high, we can use our Fibonacci retracement. We can get that first swing high that we had to swing low. We got that first breakout, right, above this trend line, that falling wedge trend line, right into this Fibonacci resistance, 786 to 618, this green channel. You see that very clear resistance there. Back down to the 50 moving average and up, right? We're at a very similar move right now. So I'm going to take our Fibonacci again from swing high to swing low. And I'm actually going to take this swing high right here to swing low. And we've come up and out of this trend line this time around of this falling wedge through the 50 moving average right to this area of resistance, right? And that's where we are, consolidating sideways above the 50 moving average. And now we're going to look for a break through this resistance channel up to $8,500. So on the short term, the most that we can hope for in a bullish move would be Bitcoin making a move up to this 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, right where the 786 resistance is, around 8,500, and a break above that, right, to get a new swing high. What Bitcoin really needs to do, and what you want to look out for if you're really looking for a bullish move, is really just to break out of this entire broadening wedge. That could be bullish for Bitcoin, and then we'd have context for a whole nother type of technical analysis. But this is what I'm looking at on the 4-hour. If all else fails and we break down, then we know what's in store on the downside. We've talked about it. There's always multiple scenarios. Bitcoin can go up, Bitcoin can go down. So that's what we do technical analysis for, is to be prepared for either or. I just wanted to give you a sense of what I'm looking at, what you can look at in terms of Bitcoin right now, where we might see resistance. And if we break through, could be a good sign for Bitcoin. As we know, zoom out on the charts. There's so much more valuable data when we zoom out on the charts. I think if you're here for the long run, if you have patience, all will be okay. Those are my thoughts today. Let me know your thoughts below. How are you feeling out there? Are you as bored with Bitcoin price as I am lately? I appreciate you coming by. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the channel. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day, and God bless.